So it's Christmas morning and you come running down the stairs to see a brand new Oculus Quest 2 underneath the tree with your name on it. After the screaming subsides just a bit, you rip open the box, throw it on your head, and realize that it needs to be charged. So while it's charging, you run to your computer and you look up the top rated apps for the Oculus Quest 2, and among the top ones you see this game. This is RecRoom, and today I'm going to give you a brief tutorial on what it is and what you can do inside of it. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. I post mostly RecRoom content, so if you fall in love with the game, and I know you will, you'll want to stick around and see those. So, with all that being said, let's hop into it. Okay, so starting out, you're going to want to hit create new account. From here, you'll get to start customizing your character. Everything from choosing a different skin color, hairstyle, hair color, anything that you can imagine, and then start picking out your very first outfit. I'm gonna throw on this hat, spin it around backwards because I'm cool like that. And then you want to put in your birthday. Now, if you're under 13, you will have to play on a junior account, which means you cannot hear or talk to other people. If you're not a junior, from there you'll pick a username. If you can't think of a good one, you can hit the randomizer over here and get a nice adjective animal name. After that, choose yourself a nice strong password. No peeking. From there you can import all your Oculus friends, one, all of them, or none at all. Choose if you're playing standing or seated, and from there measure your height if you're standing. And that is it. You are ready to go. From there, you'll be whisked away to orientation, where you'll be ran through the very, very basics of the game, how to move around, and what RecRoom is. Once you finish that, you'll be sent to your dorm and be given your very own watch. So this is mainly what we'll be talking about. This is mainly what you will use to move around RecRoom and talk to people, and it is basically your lifeline in RecRoom. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is your dorm. And like she was saying, this is the place to customize yourself. You got your mirror, you can see what you look like, what's going on. You got your buttons here. You can customize your look much like you did at the beginning when you created your account. You got custom dorm skins, which you can put in your dorm to make a whole new environment. You have an option for RecRoom Plus, which is a monthly RecRoom subscription. It's $8 a month. You also have the board over here. This is where RecRoom posts their featured creators, their top Instagram posts with the hashtag RecRoom, and then some of the RecRoom related videos out on YouTube right now. So it's a good way to keep up with what's going on in the RecRoom community. So to answer the real question as to why you're here, what should you do first in RecRoom? Well, the answer is really whatever you want. It's completely up to you. We'll start by checking out the watch and going over a few things and see where you want to go. So to start, all you gotta do is just look at your watch. Easy as that. We're gonna start with the play tab because that's really the main one that you're gonna look at. So this is the old watch UI. They are moving everything over to a new watch UI. So this one won't be around for too much longer. But you wanna go to a game, this is the button you want. It is the play button. So on your home page here, you're gonna have the highlights. These are the top rooms right now. These are the RecRoom originals. You got what your friends are playing. Starting out, you're probably not going to have any friends unless you added them through Steam or Oculus. You got your staff picks, your new, your Winter Wonderland, which is the current contest that is going on. So all these rooms here are centered around Winter Wonderland theme. You have your quests, which is where I like to go. If you're just starting out, you're brand new, I recommend RecRoom Originals. These are the best way to kind of get into RecRoom and a good way to meet people. So say you're into PvP, you like battling, paintball. We got laser tag. Those are really, really good. If you're into battle royale, we got Rec Royale. We have both squads, which are teams of 3, and you have solos, which is every person for themselves. But say you're into adventure and you want to go on a grand adventure with a group of friends. Quests are the way to go. You have Isle of Lost Skulls, you have the Rise of Jumbotron, you have Golem Trophy, and you have Crimson Cauldron, which is my personal favorite. You're also probably going to see Crescendo. Unfortunately, if you're on the standalone Quest 2, you will not have access to it. It has not been optimized for the standalone Quest 2. Now, if you do have a PC that can run VR and a link cable or AirLink, you will be able to do Crescendo, and that's more of a Castlevania style quest. It's really, really cool. For racing, we have Wreck Rally. This is the latest RecRoom original. It just came out a couple months ago, and it pits you up against 5 other opponents in a Doom Buggy style race with power-ups and speed boosts, and it's really, really cool. But say you want to race, but you don't want the buggy. We got Stunt Runner. It's a foot race with lots of obstacles and some really neat mechanics to help you get to the end really fast. It's really cool. But say you're more into laid back, like regular sports. We have some of those too. We have dodgeball, we have soccer, we have bowling, we have paddleball, and then down here we have both disc golf lake and disc golf propulsion, 2 different disc golf courses, and we have 3D charades, which you will use the maker pin, which is a really big part of RecRoom, which I don't have on my back. You can go into your backpack and use your maker pin. This is a big part of RecRoom, and we're going to get into that more later. But those are the RecRoom originals. These are made and designed completely by the RecRoom team, and I think they're a great way to get you started and kind of get used to the controls of RecRoom and what RecRoom is. Once you've gotten the hang of that, you can start moving on to like custom rooms. In RecRoom, you can pretty much build anything that your mind can come up with, and there are literally millions of custom rooms in RecRoom. And so we go over to the next tab, and we have the hot. These are the current hot rooms that are going around. And you got the current new rooms. So you can just go through here, see if anything catches your fancy. Like I said, there's millions of rooms. There's a lot to do around here. Going a little bit further over here, we have some hashtags. These are a good way to find a certain type or style of a game. So say you're really into horror, you can hit horror, and it'll bring up some really good horror games. So say you're into Mario. You got a search bar right up here. Hit that, and then just type in Mario. Hit enter. And look at all these Mario rooms. So once you find a good style room that you want, say Mario Misadventure here, you click on it and you're going to get all the details of that room. You're going to get the name of the room, the name of the creator. You're going to get to go to a public instance or a private instance. It will tell you the capacity of this room, which is 4. You can cheer it. Show the creator a little love. You can favorite it so you can find it easier, and if it's something really bad, you can report it. It's also going to tell you how many room visits it's got, how many cheers it has, and how many people have already favorited this room, so you know this is a really good room. There's a quick description down here, all the tags that they used for it, and then you have the gallery. So you can see all the photos that have been taken in this room. You can search by the popular photos, or you can search by new photos. And you can just kind of see a little bit more of the room. So you want to just kind of see what it's about. That's pretty much it for finding a room. Like I said, I kind of recommend starting with the RecRoom Originals. They're very polished, they're very good, and it's a great way to kind of get into the game and get used to what's going on. The absolute best way to meet people is to just turn around and go right through that door. That door right there is going to take you to the rec center, and it has a capacity of 12 people, and it's just about always full. You're always going to find people walking around in there, and it's just a really good time. So you want to just meet people, hang out, just go right through that door, man. That's all it takes. Alright, we're going to move through the rest of the buttons just a little bit faster. That's the main one, though. The play button is the one you're probably going to hit the most. So moving on to the next one, we have the events. You can make an event in a room and try and get a bunch of people together for like parties, or a new game that's just come out. Join the Mafia. That's okay. We got Fallout role playing until 1 p.m. So you can see what's going on now. You can see what's coming up. You can see what's popular, and you can see what events you've already subscribed to. So you can go into the details of it, what's going on, and then you can hit going. If you want to go, you can hit interested, and then when that event starts, you will get a notification on your watch that it's starting with the prompt to go to the event, so you don't miss it. Next up is the create. If you're into building, this is your tab, this is where you want to go. So you have a bunch of templates already in place. So say you want to make something that's like a beach themed. I think there was a beach template. We got beach terrain right here. So you can just click on that, name your room. As soon as you hit create, you're going to go to that room and you can start building. Once you start building, you have a list of all your rooms over here that you can check out. Next button is this room, which is kind of like the information stuff that you get when you were searching for rooms. This is just information on this room. You can see this dorm room, it's owned by me. Alright, next button on the watch is going to be the people button. And this is where you're going to find your friends. This is where my friends are, if I had any. Now, if you just start out, this is going to be empty unless, again, you import them from Steam or Oculus. So you can find your friends, see what they're doing, go and join them. Super easy. You can see who's in your party. Nearby shows you who's nearby or who is in a room that you were recently in. I recently went to the rec center, and these are the people that were in there. And so you can say, you know, say you found somebody you really liked. They're a really cool person. You can click on their profile, say a little bit about them, and then you can hit the friend button. If you want to become friends with them and add them to your friends list, that's your button. You can party up with them so that you guys can move room to room together and you don't get separated. You can also cheer them, you can invite them to the room that you're in, and you can go to them if the room is not full. The room they are in is currently full, so I can't go. You can even send them gifts with tokens. Again, we'll get into that in a little bit. And you can favorite them as a friend so they stay at the very top of your friends list. But say they're not so nice and you don't want to friend them. Maybe you need to block them, or mute them, or worse, report them. All these buttons right here. And you can also subscribe to them if they're a really awesome builder and you want to know when new stuff comes out that they build new rooms. Subscribe to them, you'll get a notification when they publish. Alright, moving up to the next one, you have your messages. So, you have 3 tabs up here. These are the notifications. These come directly from RecRoom and tell you what's going on in the RecRoom world. We have a Rec Holiday Market, and we have your year in review, which is a new thing that they just released about, 2 weeks ago, something like that. You have your messages. This is where your messages are going to show up once somebody starts messaging you. And you can click on their name, click on the thread, and just type and send a message back. Really cool. And this is where your notifications are going to come in. These are notifications for game invites, request invites, your cheers, things like that are all going to come through your notification feed. Alright, next one up is the challenges. So you have 2 sets of challenges. You have your daily challenges and you have your weekly challenges. Dailies, of course, reset every day. There's 3 challenges here. You have to complete all 3 and you'll get a gift box. Nice little random gift box. Don't know what's going to be in it. And then you have your weekly challenge. So this one has 5 different challenges and you only need to complete 3 of them. The weekly challenge for this week is the start warming up those hams. It is this scarf here. It is the same scarf that we looked at a while ago. And that rotates every week. I'm in Central Time Zone, so it's 4 p.m. for me every Wednesday that updates. They can be for a gun. They can be for a bow. They can be for dodgeball or the frisbees. It's really cool. Really cool. I really like it. All right, next up is your backpack. So this is where you're going to find some of your tools like your share camera. You can take pictures of anything in RecRoom. Take selfies, and you can save these as your profile picture, which you see right here, this is the default profile picture when you create your account. It's just kind of a picture of your avatar as you're creating it, but you can update that. Say we want to make this our profile picture. Let's just hit confirm on making that profile picture, and then, boom, it updates. It's updated right there. You can also save these to RecNet, which is RecRoom's website, and that is just rec.net. Search it up, you'll see it. It's RecRoom, and you'll see like a list of all the most popular photos and all the popular rooms and everything on there. It's a really cool website. You can also print your picture. Boop. Say it's a really good photo. You can set it somewhere in your dorm, and you can go back to this room, and you can actually just save this room, and that is going to save the state of this room as it is. So that picture is now always going to be there. I restart the game, this will always be right where I left it. So next up, you have your maker pen. Again, I mentioned a little bit of this. This is your creation tool. This is to create entire rooms, entire worlds, but you can just start drawing, just have fun with it. You can lift it up, and there's so many different options. It's way too much to get into in like a basic tutorial video, so I'm not going to get too much into it. But if you're into building and creation, the maker pen's the way to go. I'd look up some tutorials on that and just have a blast with that. Alright, next one is the feedback tool. This is to leave feedback. You can't leave feedback in a RecRoom original, but if you go to a custom room and you want to leave feedback for the creator, let them know what you liked, let them know what you didn't like, what they could do better on, that's your tool to go to. This is also where you'll get your skins. You start out with a few different skins that RecRoom is so gracious to give you. Next, you have your food items. There are consumables in RecRoom. You got pizzas, you got drinks, you got so many different things that you can eat, and it's just for fun. It's a lot of fun, and you can store all of that there. Others are usually film, potions, KO signs. So when you get killed in a paintball or something, you'll have a special KO sign above your head. Alright, next up on our Stop of the Wonderful World of the Watch is the Clubs tab. So you can go into clubs, you can take a look at all the hot clubs going around right now. These are social clubs, creative clubs, competitive, casual, educational. If you see a club that has a similar interest as you and you want to go hang out, they all have clubhouses and they just hang out. And I have my own club here. We have the Bow Brigade. We have a pretty sweet clubhouse. If you want to come join it, feel free. You know, we just all hang out. So you just go to it. It'll kind of give you a brief description on what the club's about. Hit join club. Boom, you're a member. Easy as that. Next on the list of the watch is the store. So the store, you can buy cosmetic items for your avatar, and these are all bought with RecRoom's in-game currency, which is the token. So you can get tokens in a variety of ways. You can do it by just completing your daily activities. You can get them by playing games. So just in the normal course of playing RecRoom, you will collect tokens. But you can also do it by creating a popular room. You can do it by creating a invention and selling it. And if none of that sounds appealing, you can actually always just buy tokens with straight up money. You can just buy them. Also, again, touching on the RecRoom Plus, if you get that, you get 1,500 tokens a week. So you can also buy inventions. Again, this is a good way to spend tokens, and it's also a good way to make tokens. So you can actually make your own invention with the maker pen. Again, it's a lot to go into right now, but you can sell that on the invention store if you have RecRoom Plus. People buy it, and you know those tokens will go to you. And at the very end here, if you're not in your dorm, the evict all button is going to say dorm room. So you just click on that, you can go straight to your dorm room. And then the other one is the rec center, which is the same as that door right there that we talked about. Last but not least, we have your profile. This is everything about you. You have your username. This is your actual username. This is your nickname. This can be changed 3 times a week. This can only be changed once, so be careful with that one. So just for the demonstration purposes, I'll change this to Boethiah, and then I'm going to hit enter. And now the name above my head, which we don't see because it's me, is going to display Boethiah. It also displays my level, which is 1. The level cap is 50. And then you can also come in here, update your bio. This is where your rooms and your inventions are going to show up. And then your wish list. Say you see something in the store. Let's go back to the store. I like the snowy owl mask here, the raven one. You want it? Put it on your wish list. I can't afford it right now. I'm going to put it on my wish list. I'm going to save it for later. Now we go into my profile, wish list, and now it is there. Somebody else can also look at my wish list, and if they're super generous, you know, they can give that to me. Anyways, guys, that is the basics of RecRoom and the watch and what to do and where to go. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and I hope to see you in RecRoom real soon. See y'all later.